Hello, friends. This is Sundareshan, Compliance Guru, and you're tuned into my channel for boards and senior management that deals with the nuances of governance. Well, the playlist is Board Anatomy, and we are looking at various jargons inside corporates. Today, the word is ignorance. How can someone even come out and say, I am ignorant? Wish I had known this sometime back. Or for that matter, wish I had known after the incident. These are some of the comments which you hear and which leads to the term ignorance. Can someone in an organization at the senior management or board level claim to be ignorant? What does ignorance mean? It just means lack of knowledge, information, or education that leads one to a state of being ignorant. Now, lack of knowledge, that is one of the most important issues as far as law is concerned. And not everyone can plead ignorance on account of lack of knowledge. Lack of information, of course. There is something called an information asymmetry, which plays a very important role in every corporate. And here, yes, some board members plead ignorance on account of lack of information provided to them. And of course, lack of education. Now, you cannot enter a boardroom if you do not have the required skill set. Education here does not mean a qualification, but I would relate it to skill sets. For example, if a board member is a chairman of an audit committee, and if the chairperson pleaded ignorance that certain issues in the financial statements were beyond his comprehension, that ignorance cannot be pardoned. So, ignorance for a director could be a state of not knowing that as a director of a company, they have to ensure that there are adequate systems to ensure compliance of most applicable laws and not knowing that there are huge penalties for non compliance. So, friends, it is very clear that as a director, it is very important that a person understands the nuances around the term compliance of various laws. And more important is to understand the penalties that are prescribed for non compliances. The term being ignorant and pleading ignorance are most popular terms when it comes to a fraud. And in these trying times, these are the terms that are being used by some independent directors to disclaim liability, which is resulting in a harm to the institution of independent directors itself. So it's very important that as an independent director, you do not plead ignorance on important issues. Well, the corporate story is that of a large corporation that resulted in not protecting the people on account of a gas leak. And this incident happened 3 decades back in this country. And what is very important is the chairman of the company pleaded ignorance to the fact that the gas leak was not informed, or he was not informed about the gas leak to take any measures to stall this disaster. But, friends, the Supreme Court of this country held that the chairman, even though was a non-executive director, had signed the minutes of the board meeting, and in the board meeting it was very clearly recorded that there was a leak in the factory. And the courts held that if, as a chairman, you were aware or you had the knowledge to the fact that there was a gas leak and you did not take any steps, you cannot plead ignorance. So, friends, ignorance of law is no excuse. Stay compliant, stay safe. Till I see you next.